on the Riveras.
Dude, look at what she's wearing.
A veil?
A freaking veil. But what are we gonna do now? It's like, okay, what do we plan for her?
What do we have to close the guest list at?
200 and something.
That's like uninvited
280.
150 people.
I don't want to make you feel bad, but it's all your fault.
Oh, God.
Tonight is a night. We are celebrating the birth of Reina. So we have the launch party. We're a week away from the wedding, and the media is getting crazy.
Step back, step back, step back.
Come on.
Okay, they're pulling up. Tonight is a night. We are celebrating the birth of Reina, my first perfume line. So I'm so excited.
Okay, can we get more security?
You have more security? Vamos que se venga. Step back, guys. Step back, step back.
I never invited the media, and neither did my team. We just decided it's gonna be a friends and family, but they showed up anyways. And that's a little bit of a problem because they're gonna want an interview.
Take a front, get it back. Deja que pase.
Yeah, so I mean, that's the thing, and this is where I feel that maybe if I would have invited them, it would have been more peaceful, but since I didn't, they were just trying to get anything that they could, which became a little aggressive or a little hectic.
You're gonna hurt her. They're like pushing her and shoving her. She's also about to fall, and it's just, it starts getting like really, really crazy.
You guys, please be careful, okay?
Give us some space. Can you open up? Open up.
They're all over me. The security is there, and I'm trying to figure it out. I don't want anyone to get hurt. I'm even telling the security guards, like, hey, chill out. Like, everyone relax. Media too, everyone relax, because it just got crazy.
Can we get through? Allá arribita. Don't push them. Don't push them.
It's hard. It's so difficult to even move. I seriously was about to just, like, fall on my face.
Suban para arriba. Suban para arriba, por favor.
They've been asking about our wedding for the past year. Like, when are you guys getting married? I hear that it's this date. I hear that it's that date. Only our invites know the date and the location and things like that. So I want to keep it very, very tight.
Los quiero mucho. I'm sorry. Mire, por favor.
As soon as I walked into the rumba room, I was like, whoa, this is exactly what I had envisioned. The colors.
Mira por aquí. I need it.
Everything looks beautiful, and it seems like everyone's having fun. That makes me happy.
Chiquis just amazes me, like, every time I see, you know, like, what else she has her hands in now. It's always something different. And that she reminds me of my mom a lot.
Hi. You look beautiful. Thank you. What more can she do? She has a makeup line. She has a perfume line now. She's a singer, actress. You know, she does everything. What else?
Okay, I'm gonna change. There's no way that I'm gonna be able to stay in this dress the entire night. So I was like, you know what? I need to have my party dress. It had to be purple, though.
Yes!
How does it look?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah?
Looks so skanky.
Skanky, wow. That's not what I was going for, babe, but thanks.
Delicious.
Skanky, well, thanks. Future husband. Yeah, I mean, I was really happy when I think the media got me like a little frazzled. Yeah, a little frazzled.
Proud of you.
Thank you. It feels good though, I'm happy.
How about the last time we were here? This is when I was first asked you out.
I know, in this, like...
Yeah, you had the Britney Spears outfit.
Ooh,
You look like Britney Spears.
really?
You're a lot more beautiful than her.
Oh, wow. Thank you. I definitely look like a thicker Britney Spears, definitely. Maybe it was just a do.
First
First time you asked her out?
Yeah, on a date, like alone.
I remember being so nervous because I knew he'd dig me, I was digging him, but I still had like those butterflies. And I was like, oh, he's so cute, you know? And then he asked me on a date. It's a little hot in
I
here.
think we should maybe go out.
Yeah, we should go out.
I mean, like you and I. Like,
Oh, you're asking on a date?
Yeah, I mean, we'll figure it out, right?
yeah.
Right, okay.
Now we're about to get married and have babies and stuff.
I just wanted to say thank you so much. Thank you for being here. So my perfume is called Reina because I want every woman and even men to feel like a reina. Thank you so much. Let's party. I'm in my party dress. So let's have some shots together. Oh, my little sister Jenica, the first shot. Thank you, Penny. Salud!
Hi, Ludine.
Hi.
Hi, how are you, Ludy?
So it's around the corner. I know, there's a lot to be done right now.
So my wedding reception is going to be at my friend's ranch, Rancho Perez. What I love about the ranch is that it's exclusive, it's private property. Lorenzo and I both wanted a wedding that was outdoors, so we're definitely getting that.
The rancho owner knew your mom, right?
Mm-hmm. My mom, I guess, apparently would come and chill here. And I just feel like my mom, like, hooked it up. She's connected me with people that have, thank God, have taken care of me because he's not charging us a penny. But see, that's the thing, though. Like, you think just because you're not paying for a venue, it's gonna be less. But in reality, it's like it's a custom wedding from scratch. You're building it, you know what I mean?
We have to build a Chizo world here, like a Chizo wedding. You know, there's no restrooms, there's no electricity, there's nothing. So it's like from the ground up, literally, we have to build this wedding venue.
And pretty much the tent will be staked out this way.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, this is kind of like a little map. That tent, it's a beast.
The most important thing here is la carpa, you know, the tent, because I don't want just any tent. I want a clear tent because we're out in this beautiful area and I want everyone to see the mountains and see the stars at night. My vision for the wedding was like, for sure, 250 to 300 max. But an extra 50, 60, 70 people that we're looking at now, that's an even bigger tent, you know? So that's super expensive.
Ludine, in order for her to be where she needs to be at, like with her budget and stuff, how many guests is that?
That's kind of hard to tell. You had told me no more than 270, so I based it off of 270. And then we added another 100. So it was gonna go up significantly. But I rearranged, we made some changes, so I got to lower it a lot.
What did you remove, though?
Well, the catering alone came down $4,000, but that is compromising what we will be having. Instead of having that amazing chicken you love, like we're just gonna have birria, the rice, beans.
It's very irritating. This is my wedding day, and obviously I want it to be perfect. I'd rather have chicken, to be honest with you.
Okay.
That's what I like, and I'm not, you know, I think we're gonna bring down the list significantly, and then I don't have to necessarily compromise with other things that I really want.
That's really gonna help. And I'm sure they're going to understand.
Yeah.
I messed this up a little bit because now we have to compromise on certain things, and there's things that she does not want to compromise. And so I already did my part of uninviting certain people. But yeah, you can't uninvite 150 people, so we're gonna have to up our budget a little bit, but not too bad.
Like, is there something that you feel that, like, you need to have that you feel like you're compromising in?
A bowl. The electrical bowl.
I mean,
What do you want a bowl for?
I don't know.
The drunk people to go ride the bull?
well, maybe we can bring it after hours, like when the tacos arrive or something. I don't know.
Kinda cool.
Yeah.
A lot of invites that we have, you know, they text me, they're like, hey, are you guys having, is it a black tie event? I think they think because we're public figures, we're gonna have like marble floors and don't touch anything, and you know what I mean? And it's more of like, we're having a fiesta, you know, we're having a Mexican fiesta. We just want friends and family to just really enjoy the party.
For me, I feel like security is really important, especially like, you know, we want to avoid paparazzi, so.
We have 10 guys. I really feel we need more.
I think 20 for sure for the church, and then we can minimize it here, maybe 10. One thing that's super important to Lorenzo and I are the security guards. We're getting married in a public place. I mean, really, the church, I mean, it's public.
So in order for them to get access there, they would have to come through here.
If anything, if they have drones, then, you know,
I'm not even worried about it.
it's going to be amazing. It's going to be beautiful.
After picture.
I'm worried about whose ass am I gonna sell to pay it off, you feel me, to pay off this wedding. Whose ass is it gonna be?
Hey, Chris.
Who am I gonna pimp out, D? I assume the position, bitches. Now. Are we gonna look hot in that picture?
I can't see. I don't have my contacts in.
Really?
Yeah.
It's that bad?
Yeah.
Oh my God. We should do LASIK. No?
Well, I can't now.
Why?
I'm too young.
Until you're 25, huh?
27. 27
Okay.
are when your eyes are fully developed.
Well, they did it about Thea Rosie really early in TJ. But maybe we should just wait.
Grandpa. He's been asking me if I'd, like, want to be part of the Golden Tour. Grandpa put together the Rivera Golden Tour, a Jenny Viva event to raise funds for my mom's Love Foundation. The whole idea of it is beautiful, The idea of the family united on stage and everything. When my first single came out, Grandpa talked to me and just told me, you know, I'd love to have you on this tour, and the idea sounded great to me, but I feel like not everyone is in it for the right reasons. I've been going back and forth on my decision, so I thought it'd be a good idea to talk to Chiquis about it. You know, the idea of it being a tribute for Mom, you know, we're all united for her, but the fact is, it's not real behind the scenes.
I don't want to be a part of it. Why? Because Theo Gus is kind of like very, very hurt about, you know, things with Theo Lupe, because I got on a stage with Theo Lupe for Chiquis Rivera. And did I agree for Theo Lupe to be there necessarily? No, I didn't. But if he wants to honor his sister and that's his way of saying I'm sorry, then that's what it is. Oh, I'm a sellout, I'm a two-face, I'm a phony, I'm all these things. There's just a lot.
Exactly.
I've decided not to participate in the Golden Tour because I feel that there is a conversation that's much bigger than going on tour with my family. There's a lot of things that we need to talk about, a lot of unresolved issues. And I feel that before we get into making money together and business together, especially the way I work, I need to be comfortable and I need to have peace. And if I don't, I'm not gonna be able to do my job right. I was very honest with Grandpa. I was like, no disrespect to you, but these are the things that I don't agree with. And this is why I'm deciding not to be, you know, a part of this tour. Like, I'm respecting Jackie's decision. She's gonna be a part of it. I love my sister. I wish her the best. If I don't feel like promoting it, I hope she understands that. And she knows I love her, and I'm gonna be her sister regardless. And the same goes to you if you decide to do it, you know? I always tell the kids, I want you guys to make up your own mind. I don't want to influence any of your decisions because of my thoughts or my beliefs, you know? But Johnny, I think that he understands where I'm coming from, and he sees certain things himself, that's probably why he's deciding to maybe not be a part of it as well. I'm sure he loves music and he wants to, but I think there are other things that are a little bit more important, like the core problems that need to be resolved before we go on a tour like this.
I want Mom's name to be attached to things that are gonna further her legacy and get more people to know who she is. Like the makeup palette, that's a great thing. You know how many freaking influencers are gonna make YouTube videos on it?
So I think you should really go to business school or something.
Yeah,
so that you could maybe take over, you know? I'm sure Thea Rosie will be happy.
I was thinking that, actually.
I think you should. I'm proud of you. As you're thinking of your future. Some business and administration should be one of the things.
Yeah.
That you should think about, so you can take over Chiquis Rivera Enterprises.
Imagine that's me, like at 21, a CEO.
That'd be awesome, fool. I think you should. You should really, really do it. I'm serious. Do it.
No, I know. I'm really thinking about it.
Coming up,
What's wrong?
I'm just stressed out a little bit. The wedding is so expensive.
How did this happen?
It kind of got out of hand.
I wasn't a romantic before Janae. Now I'm writing songs for women. It ain't the Zoe I know.
Hi everyone, yo y Johnny queríamos hacer este video porque, como me imagino que se han dado cuenta, ciertas cosas que han pasado en la